Davey,
Yes.
what are your hopes for the rest of 2021?
Um, I would say personally, my hopes for the rest of 2021 are to move to Vegas, get a house with you, that we can grow
Yeah.
and grow professionally and as a couple, and see where life goes. I'm excited to. I'm excited for this new journey in our relationship and in life. For an overall 2021, I just want to see change. I know that's a very broad statement, but I want to see people being more responsible. I want to see people taking what happened in 2020 serious. Yes, the world literally shut down. We all had to put on masks. We all had to be respectful. We all were open and started thinking about other cultures and communities other than the one that we're part of. The George Floyd was huge. I want to see more conversations. I want to see more open and honest dialogue with mixed cultures.
Not just conversation, but actual change,
Yes.
actual plans, rock solid plans to make change. Conversations are great,
Yes.
and we have to keep them going. But there needs to be a plan put in place, to fix certain problems within our society. We're not going to fix them all overnight or even in a couple of years.
Yeah.
But we got to start somewhere. And this started years ago. We have to continue with the momentum.
And the conversations have to be positive. You have to come into these conversations with an open mind. Don't go into the conversation thinking you know everything. A huge fall in these conversations are people are listening to respond, and they're not listening to understand where the other person is coming from. Other person can be saying ABC, but as soon as you hear A, you're not even listening to the point B and point C because you're already thinking of a comeback for A. Listen to what these people have to say. It's going to be relevant. Be open-minded. Be curious. Ask the right question. Just ask questions. Period. They may be right. They may be wrong. But that person, hopefully, you're having the right conversation with the right person. Will say, that's not the appropriate question to ask, or that's a great question. Here's my answer. I want to see the world just get to a better spot. I know that's very, very vague. It's very, but I think we are on the right path. I think for the industry that we're in, the conversations are being had. The conversations are being open. We as actors and models and talent are now they're hearing us. They're starting to say, hey, here's the script. What do you think? And we're giving our opinions and our voices are being heard. Like, we didn't think of it from that particular way. Or they're really starting to mix races without titling them interracial couple, interracial whatever. I hate that title.
Mm-hmm. Well, to tie back to the beginning of what you're saying, yeah, I definitely want to spend a lot more time with you. We're going to be looking for a new home very soon, and hope we find someplace comfortable that we like being, and I definitely want our relationship to have time to grow. And the broader picture. Definitely, I want to keep. We started a lot of difficult conversations in 2020. Well, we went through a lot of difficult situations at the beginning of 2020, and a lot of difficult conversations started or restarted in a way that they hadn't been before. And I would definitely want to keep that going, keep the conversations going, and really learning from the experience. Not just like he said, not just talking just to speak, but talking to hear and to learn, to putting plans in place for certain reforms. Our what do you call it? Our police situation in this country is not great. And I don't want this to be like a cop bashing comment or whatever. I have a lot of friends who are cops, and I fear for them when they leave their homes. I know what it's like my dad was a cop. I know what it's like to, see, someone you love go to work and worry that they may not come back because it's, because of what they do for work. It's a dangerous job. So I understand. I see both sides of it, but there's a lot of just unnecessary killing going on of people with brown and black skin. And we've got to make change. We can't just sit back and talk about how wrong it is. There has to be reform within the organization that manages crime, and policies to change how, cops and people are going out there and dealing with things. I know it's a complicated as hell conversation, which is why it can't stop. We have to keep it going. Mm-hmm. And you have to be willing to face some uncomfortable truths, accept them, and work on a better future. Mm-hmm. I want to say goodbye to fucking COVID. Like, goodbye, bitch. Get the fuck out. Don't come back. Don't write letters. We do not care about you. Bye, COVID. Get out. I want that to be over with. I mean, obviously, scientifically, I don't think that's something that's ever going to really disappear, but I guess we're just going to have more technology to help us deal with it. Whatever. I want to move on with our lives, figuring out the new normal and being able to travel and see our loved ones again. I mean, we've spent some time doing that. We've both been vaccinated, and we've spent some time traveling and seeing people mm-hmm. that we haven't been able to see since COVID, and it's just been a lot. Being able to see faces that you haven't seen in so long. Anyway, I'm not gonna cry. I want to say goodbye to COVID. I want just to love you, just to keep loving you, and for you to love me.
That'll never change.
Good. Okay. All right?
Yes.
All right.
Right.